Hello everyone, welcome back to a blustery day in Ontario. Winter is blowing in, and if you hear some strange wailing noises, it's likely the wind outside. Like that. I'm going to do an update on my Bifrenaria harrisoniae. If you recall, that is the orchid that I applied the Listerine to a while back. And I have some news. And it's good news! It's doing fine. The leaf here that was untouched by the bacterial infection is still doing fine. No spots or anything on it. And this leaf right here that did have some spots on it but not enough to get rid of the actual leaf, they have not spread at all, so that's good. This right here looks bad, but it hasn't gotten any worse than it was in the video before. It's desiccated, but it's not squishy, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on that, and this one right here. But I've seen a lot of pictures of Bifrenaria harrisoniae where it just does that. So again, I'll be keeping an eye on it. And it's in a different pot because it was doing just fine in the terracotta pot until we had a really cold night, and during that night, all of the terracotta pots I had got a layer of snow mold. It's that white fuzzy mold. It got layers of it on both the pots and on the mix, tops of the mix. So this was the first one. I switched back to plastic. I wish I had a transparent plastic pot that was this big, but they're pretty hard to find. The terracotta was just holding too much moisture, and it gets really cold at night if it's got moisture in it, so I would have had to be extremely careful with that in my environment, so I thought I'd just switch back to this one. As you can see, I don't have the layer of moss on it anymore. I wanted just to be careful because of the mold. I did sterilize the orchid again once I repotted it, but just to be safe, it doesn't have the moss. So it's bark from there down to about here, and then at the bottom I put a layer of stones, like small stones. I sterilized them too before I repotted this orchid, and I don't know if you remember me mentioning, but this can be a lithophyte as well as an epiphyte. So a lithophyte actually grows on rocks, and this particular orchid can be found growing on cliff faces in Brazil. But anyways, so it seems to be doing just fine, and I think I mentioned as well that it had a really strong root system, but I was surprised to see just how great it was. It has lots of growing tips going out in every which way. Just a really immense root system. I wish I'd have taken pictures or videos or something like that to show you, but let's just say it's doing just fine beneath the media. So yeah, I think it was a success, but we shall see. And I'm also going to show you something else. Have to turn my light on. There it is. So there is a growth coming out of the base of that pseudobulb right there, and it's definitely growing. I've been keeping an eye on it. It's probably not a flower spike. I think it's a new pseudobulb coming out there. However, it is not the season for either. It's actually getting near to the beginning of the dormancy period for this orchid. But if there's one thing I've learned, it's just to go with the flow with a lot of orchids. If it's got a growth, you don't want to set it back or kill it by stopping watering or anything like that. So I'm not going to water it to the extent that I did in the summertime, but I'm definitely going to keep giving nourishment to that new growth. So this is the Listerine orchid, and it seems to be doing okay. I will keep an eye on those leaves and the desiccation of the pseudobulbs, but for now I think it's going to be okay. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see any more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks. Bye.